80% of my listeners probably have a dog. You should probably have her on your dog's groceries list.
So I was like, well, hey, people and dogs like this. Like, maybe I should do a little side business.
Right.
Pet grain treats. I also do bark day cakes.
Oh.
So they're like little 4-inch birthday cakes. I also make little ice cream bites and pup cakes, which are cupcakes for
the audience for tuning in to Visit Vegas Places. You guys know your host, Coyal. We're here again. You guys, I don't know if I introduced you to Chili, which is my poodle. Chili is older dog. She's nine human years, so older in dog years. And then we recently acquired a younger puppy. We survived, and we named her Pepper. Pepper's a little snappy. She's a smaller dog, and Chili really doesn't really bother with Pepper. But it's funny when we're outside and we're taking them to use it. Chili is very protective of Pepper. If any other big dogs come inside of the house, she's not messing with her. But bringing up dogs and everything, I want to introduce you to my guest today, which is a true local small business out of Henderson, Nevada. Currently holds weekly pop-ups. Also, if you have a dog, which 80% of my listeners probably have a dog, you should probably have her on your dog's groceries list. She specializes in manufacturing dog treats made with grains from local breweries. That's right, local breweries. I want to introduce you guys to Jenna Martin, owner of Pupz Confectionery. Jenna, thank you for joining us today. How are you doing?
I'm so good. Thank you so much for having me, Coyal. I appreciate it.
It's no problem. Well deserved. Thank you for being on the show. Jenna and I, we met through networking actually at the Bulldog Derby, which was a beautiful, nice function. And we network, and now here we are. And and my dogs want to thank you also, the trees.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Now, but definitely before we get in, I love the name. How did you guys come up with this idea? What come upon this idea?
Okay, so my husband, he actually started home brewing beer. And so he would have all of these grains, and after he uses them for the beer, it would just go to waste. So he was like throwing it away and stuff. Right. And so I thought, well, that's such a waste because it's like maybe 10 pounds of grain. So I looked up what you could do with it, and I found out that you can make healthy dog treats with the spent grain. So I was like, oh, let me just start making it for my boys. That's how I got the name Two Pups. Because my two pups, that's how I started making it for them.
Oh, that is so cool. That is so clever for you to come up with that idea. And not only that, to around, treats and everything. I mean, cause you could have just made dog food, but like you was very innovative. What made you think of treats?
I wanted to make something that's healthy for my boys that I could give to them and know that, hey, like there's only 4 ingredients in this. They like it and it's good for them. It's not just with, a bunch of preservatives and fillers, and they absolutely love it. So I stopped buying store-bought treats now, and they only get my homemade treats.
That's what I'm talking about. Now, because I can tell too, when I gave Chili, which is the older one, the treat, she usually, when we buy the store-bought treats and, the expensive one and the cheap ones, but when she has the expensive one, or even if it's a bone from when we barbecue, you can tell she savors it when she lays down and put it between her paws, and she did that with your snack. And I was like, she took it and just licked it and like, oh my God. I'm like, yeah, she's savoring that one.
So it's Chili approved.
Yes, it is Chili approved. Now, how long have you guys been doing this?
So I'm really new. Like I just started doing it last year in December. So I kind of just was making it for friends and giving it away because the batches were so big.
Right.
But then people kept asking me like, oh, are you going to make some more? When are you going to make some more? So I was like, well, hey, people and dogs like this. Like maybe I should do a little side business.
Right.
And that's kind of just how it started.
So do you only make the snacks for dogs, or do you make snacks for humans also?
I I've had people ask. I don't dabble in any baked goods for people.
Right.
I only do the doggies, but I do other stuff too. So like I make the spent grain treats. I also do bark day cakes.
Cool.
So they're like little 4-inch birthday cakes. I also make little ice cream bites and pup cakes, which are cupcakes for dogs.
Right, I loved it. And I saw, which is on Instagram, which you can shop also on her sheet, which is the treats and the cake goodies. I love it, which is the pup cakes and the dog, and then the birthday cakes, which is real cool because it's hard to really find any good ideas where we have her birthdays. And when we saw that, my wife was like, "Oh my God, did you see that? They have the cakes and everything. That is so clever." What was the first treat that you ever made that turned the light bulb on that said, "Hey, I have to do this as a business"? Do you remember that first treat?
So I always made the pup cakes for our very first dog that we adopted. So every year on his birthday, I would make those for him. But it was just like a for fun thing.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, he really likes it. And then we got our second. So I would make them for his birthday too. But the one that the people and other dogs loved were the spent grain treats, the cookies. And I'm just like, they're relatively easy to make. And they seem to just love them. Like, it's a fan favorite, I would say.
Wow, that's beautiful. Now, you are a favorite along with a lot of that pop-up shops. Could you let us, the audience, know, for those who don't live in Vegas that are listening, about the pop-up shops, your involvement, and how important they are to the business?
Oh, absolutely. So all of these pop-up events that are held either by other small businesses, or we did one at Nevada Partners Inc., and they're actually a business that helps promote local small businesses. So they hosted one. It was really cool. But those pop-up events are really important for small businesses to just kind of get their name and their product out there, to network with other small businesses, and just to be, recognized within the community. So they are very important, and they're also a lot of fun.
They are. Yes. When is the next pop-up that you will be involved in out here in Las Vegas?
So I do weekly pop-ups. I'm not going to be doing any for the month of June because I'm actually taking it off for summer break, to go home and visit my family in California. But other than that, I'm at Mojave Brewing Company on Water Street in Henderson every Friday. I'm also at Bad Beat Brewing on Eastgate, which is also in Henderson. I'm there on Thursday for their trivia nights. And then I'm doing a big event on July 30th for Big Dogs Brewing. They're going to have their Summer Fest. So they're going to have live reggae music, food, lots and lots of craft beers on tap. So I'm going to be a vendor there as well. So It should be a really good time.
This is at Big Dogs. I love Big Dogs. Their food is so good.
Yeah, and their beers are really good.
Yes. All right. And what day? When was that again? Could you let us know again? When was that date?
Yeah. So that date at Big Dogs for their Summer Fest will be July 30th.
Okay, July 30th. Yes. All right. Now, you have to be a cook. Jenna, are you a cook by nature? Like, do you?
I am.
I thought so.
I love to cook is because I love to eat. So I cook a lot because I like to eat a lot.
What's your favorite dish to cook? Your go-to?
So one of my go-tos is probably pasta. I love pasta.
Okay.
And then what else? Like any kind of Asian food. Like I love Chinese food, Thai food, yeah. Wow. I try to mix it up.
Okay. Now, do you have the entire family involved with the process of making the treats and everything? Is everyone involved with the process of that?
Actually, it's mostly just me and my boys.
Okay.
So we actually adopted a third puppy.
Aww.
So now I have 3 taste testers.
Wow.
So they play an important role. They always are, tasting the new recipes and whatnot.
Okay.
So I know if they're good or not. And then I do pretty much all of the baking. And since my husband, he hasn't really been home brewing a lot because he works 2 jobs.
Okay.
I actually get my grain from Mojave Brewing Company and Bad Beat Brewing. So they give me their spent grain from their brews.
Wow,
and so
beautiful.
My husband, he helps me do the pop-up events though. So he's like my unofficial employee / helper.
Cool. So how long would you say if you just had the grains from their
Mhm.
scratch form, how long is that process till you have a complete treat product? How long is that?
So, okay. So once I have it, then what I do is I pre-portion it and I freeze it to keep them fresh. And then when I'm ready to make a fresh batch, I defrost them. So it only takes maybe like 20, 30 minutes to defrost.
Wow.
And then from there, making the doughs maybe like 40 minutes and rolling them out. The bake time is what's long because you have to do the initial bake for 30 minutes at 350 degrees. And then I do an additional 3 hours at 225 to make sure that it's completely dried out so that their shelf life is long for at least 2 months. So it's maybe like I'd say like a 4-hour process, which is not bad.
Yeah, I was about to say, not bad at all. Now, this is just with you, though, correct? 4 hours?
This is just with me. So this
Not
is me
bad.
all by myself, just cranking them out. And I've gotten to the point now where I can like make sure I get at least 10 dozen in one bake. So it's pretty good for 4 hours to have 10 dozen is not too bad. Before I would do it in smaller batches.
Okay.
And I was like, what am I doing? I need more product. So I figured out how to arrange my baking sheets just right in my oven to get that full 10 dozen.
Clever. Now, the logo, I love your logo. What's behind your logo? And I see the roller. That's how I kind of gave it away, like she's a cook.
Yes. So I just had it in my head because before we adopted our third puppy, my 2 boys, we've had them now. The oldest one is 9 and the younger one, he's 7. So we've had them for a long, long time. Okay. They're basically like my kids. So I was like, I have to put them on there because they're the 2 pups that I bake for. And I thought, okay, rolling pin, that'll get people to know like it's something like with a bakery or dogs in a bakery or treats or something like that. So I just kind of sketched out a rough draft of it. And one of my childhood best friends, she illustrated it for me. Okay. And she digitized it for me. So she fine-tuned it and made it look really nice.
Right. It fits and it's real elegant. You know, the treats are elegant.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Can you let the audience, Jenna, know where can they reach you on your social media handles and also purchase the treats for their dogs?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So right now, the only social media that 2 Pups is on is actually just Instagram. And my Instagram handle is the number 2, and it's PUPZ Pupz _confectionery. But if you would like to reach me to order any cakes or cupcakes or grain treats, you can email me or you can DM me on Instagram. My email address is 2pupsconfectionery @gmail.com.
Thank you.
And if you ever see me at the pop-ups, you can just, show up at Mojave or Bad Beat and I'll be there on Fridays and Thursdays.
That's right. And then if you guys are listening or even out of town, I do have her handle in the show notes. So if you go to the show notes of this session, you will see her Instagram handle and also her email address where you can also order if you're not in the area. Okay. Thank you, Jenna, for that. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, before you go, we're going to have to get deep and see which your preference are from this or that. Our little show. So we're going to play a game, this or that. I just ask you a trendy of which you prefer of this or that. You let me know which. And then after that, we're going to test and see how very, very Vegas you are, okay?
Okay.
All right. How long you been out here in Vegas?
So I've been living out here now for 9 years.
9 years, you're good. They say after 5, you're good. So where are you originally from?
Originally from Southern California.
Okay, me too.
Yeah.
So that's good. Okay, all right. But I've been out here 21 years. So, yes. So
you've been out here a while.
Yes.
Very nice.
Yes. All right. So the first this or that for Jenna Martin, owner of Pupz Confectionery. Now, for your dogs, if you had to, I know you probably don't, but give me either or, which you have to choose either kibbles and bits or pedigree if you have to feed it to your pups.
Oh, it would be pedigree out of those two, but I
Okay.
don't feed them either.
I knew it. So actually, what do you actually feed yours? I would love to.
So I feed them blue buffalo,
Okay.
the life protection.
Okay.
So yeah, it's pretty healthy stuff, and like occasionally I'll throw in some like shredded plain chicken breast or
Okay.
some just plain
Okay.
veggies.
I figure you threw me as the one who would cook for yours. Like she probably cooks for hers. And then I figured it's funny that I was about to say something with blue. It's either blue
Uh-huh.
ox, but if the food has the name blue in it, it's real good. I
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
Okay, so now for your pups, your babies. Now, are they front seat or back seat riders?
Oh, they are front seat,
Front seat.
100%. Oh yeah,
Do they?
absolutely 100%.
So they both sit up there, or do they fight over it?
Okay, so usually when me and my husband are going somewhere, one sits on my lap, the other one sits on Dad's lap, and they even have their own little seat belts and they wear their harnesses just to make sure they're safe. But they definitely have to be in the front.
Oh, that's cool. Oh man. So this last one, I think we already gave it away. I wanted you to give it up. Do the dogs, out of the majority of the time, eat table food or dog food?
Oh, okay. I'm kind of nodding there. Majority of the time they eat their food, but I am not gonna lie. I'm the softie, and I do give them table food once in a while.
Oh, I'm guilty too. I'm not gonna lie.
Come on, they're so good. They deserve a little extra every
Correct.
once in a while.
Right. And you can just tell when they love it, and they're just like, yeah, you got to give it to them.
Yeah, and then they give you those puppy eyes, and it's like, oh, I can't say no to that.
Let the audience know your babies. What breed are your babies?
So I have 2 Chihuahuas, and then our new little guy. We're not really sure what he is. They told us he was a Chihuahua mix, but he's so big, like tall, and he's real muscular, and he has long, long legs. So I'm like, I don't think he's a Chihuahua. I think he's some kind of terrier mix.
Wow.
But the 2 pups are Chihuahuas.
Okay.
And then our new little guy, he's some kind of a cute mix.
So are they all getting along well?
I wish I could say they were. The 2 older ones are kind of warming up to him, but It's been a process. Like it's their house, it's their rules. Right. Like he has to learn his place, I guess.
It's funny you say that when we had Chili is over 9 years, but we got Chili with Casper. They were poodles. Casper though passed away. It's been a year. So when Casper passed away, that was the only person Chili played with. She's old. So Chili when she passed away, this has been this long, Chili's been by herself. So now we have Pepper, which is a puppy. Pepper's about 8 months now. And now Pepper's been here. She's 8 months, but she's been here about like 4. So she's been here 4 months, and Chili like doesn't want nothing. And Pepper, when she first came, she used to try to go to Chili, thinking that was her mom. But Chili was looking like, "What are you doing? Like, you guys are crazy!" Like, she literally was looking at us like, "You guys are crazy!" Like, and then she's fixed, so she's wondering why the puppy's looking for milk on her. She's like, "Why does she keep biting me?" So,
like, what did I do?
So she still haven't really warmed up or shows love. I think she does it when we're not looking. It's almost like one of those things when we're not looking, because outside you can tell she's very protective. And also Chili's older, but she doesn't want to play at all. But it's weird though seeing their bond, and it's how hard. But it does take time. They're like humans. It does take time, and we gotta, show that love together instead of one at a time. I always tell them like do it together, so Chili can understand that. It's like
no, absolutely. That bonding time I think really helps because we started taking all 3 of the boys to the dog park at least 2, maybe 3 times a week, and they all walk together. They'll occasionally play together, but usually they like to go play with other dogs. But they're getting better with our new one. And then, I try to have them get tired so that they'll lay on the couch together. Right. They just started doing this. They'll let him the new one, his name is Barley. They'll now let him lay on the couch. So I'm like, oh my
Right.
gosh. Hey,
That's a
I
big
have
step.
one picture of all three of them laying in their doggy bed. It is the cutest thing. Like, it just randomly happened. And I was like trying to get my phone all like slick and quiet so they don't like move. I have like 10 pictures of them. It's so cute.
See,
I'm hoping they get to that point like on a regular basis.
That is cute. Now, unfortunately, I think Chili would never get there because she doesn't want Pepper nowhere near where she lays or whatever. Yeah, but it's weird. But they switch off on each other bowls. At first they didn't, but on the bowls, they have the separate bowls. They each switch off, and I'm like, now that's crazy.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Yes, it is. All right, so we're gonna see how very, very Vegas you are, okay? And we're gonna take it light on you. So this one you might can figure out. And now I give 3 options. So you're gonna have 3 options to choose the right question answer.
Okay.
So who opened the first hotel casino in Las Vegas, Nevada? Was it Al Capone, Robert De Niro, or Bugsy Siegel? Who opened the first hotel casino? Al Capone, Robert De Niro, or Bugsy Siegel?
I'm just gonna guess.
Okay.
Is it Bugsy Siegel?
Good job. Good job.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. I'm like, Robert De Niro, he's an actor. He can maybe? I don't know.
I tried to throw you off with Robert De Niro. Oh, good job. Good job on your first shot. Yes, yes. All right. Let the audience know, Jenna, where can they find your doggy treats?
Yeah, so they can find my doggy treats. They can check me out on Instagram. They can come to Mojave Brewing. They can come to Bad Beat Brewing, and I'll be there. So
yes,
to see you guys.
Yes, thank you guys for tuning in. And if you're here in Las Vegas, make sure you come down to Big Dog Brewery just July 30th and check out Pupz, okay? Come get the snacks, check out all the hype, okay? I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Jenna, thank you. Thank you, okay? And
thank you so much, Coyal.
You're welcome anytime. And if you listen and look out for the video, you guys will see the video where I actually show Chili and Pepper eating the snacks that I have from Jenna, which is Pupz. So you guys will check that out. That'll be running all this month and next month. So check it out. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys next Friday. Jenna, thank you. You take care, okay?
Thank you, Coyal.
You're welcome.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.